So first one's kind of boring. Just kind of stay tuned. There might be some new stuff you might learn here. But basically, this is impulse. Basically, how this one works is you need redstone input for this one to output is command, right? And when you press this button, which is a redstone signal, basically it would only output like one single like time, right? So it's quite simple. Next up here is the chain conditional. Basically, how this works is if this one below it right here succeeded in its command, right? That means this one has the opportunity to activate its own command, right? So right now it says I have to have the tag C for this one to run, as well as this one is just complete normal and no real like conditions except it being unconditional. So if we were to press this button, nothing happens, right? Because I don't have the tag C. But for example, if I were to make this unconditional, right? This one would activate even though this one below it didn't activate. Um, basically how unconditional works, right, is as long as this one underneath here is powered, this one will activate even if this one uh, didn't actually succeed in its command, right? So let's put it back to conditional. If I press this button, nothing happens, right? I give myself the tag C, and now both of these activated, right? As you can see in the chat. So quite cool. And I kind of went through the unconditional over there, so let's move on to the next one. Next up is repeat. Basically how this works is basically it's going to spam this command block constantly. Yeah, just constantly spam this command in there. So if we're to put this on always active, as you can see, it's just spamming the chat. If I were to put this on these redstone, for example, as you can see, when it doesn't have like a redstone signal, it doesn't do anything. If I were to press this lever, and does the thing again, I can turn it off. Boom, pretty nice. Then next up, as you might know, right? I always say this in like every video. Basically, just face all the arrows the same way, but you can actually do some cool like turns and curves with this as well, right? So basically, how this works is as long as this one, for example, or the one below, is facing to the next one. So if this one is facing this one, then it works, and then this one's facing this one is facing this one, this one's facing this one. That means, so basically the command block got to face to the next one it's trying to go to, right? So for example, if I were to do this one won't activate because this one is facing up, right? So it was quite simple. As well as if I do this, it's gonna work completely fine. Boom. Now it's gonna continue this way. And I can put it up, like this. And yeah, that's basically how it works, right? So just to show you that this works, I have actually numbered all these unconditional. So it goes 1, 2, 3. You can kind of see it in chat actually activate. So as you can see right there, it worked all the way to unconditional 5, right? But something kind of special with this is that it kind of somewhat only works with unconditional, right? So if I were to put all these to conditional like this, that means only these two would actually, or these three would actually work. And when it gets this turn, it won't work anymore. So if I press this button, as you can see, impulse, conditional 1 and 2 actually are the only ones that actually worked, right? But if I were to put this one right here to unconditional and this one right here to unconditional, oh, wrong thing. As you can see right now, it's going to work all the way to unconditional 5. And it works completely normal. It's basically only when you have these turns that it can't be unconditional, right? And next up, the final one. This is kind of tips or like a tip for you guys that are kind of struggling with your grammar in the command block. So basically, as you can see right here, let me get myself the tag C though. There we go. So you might be thinking, oh, why is this not working? It should like spam the chat with repeat because it's like it's on always active and it's a repeating command block, right? But as you can see right here, you have this option here called previous output. If you press this button right here, then kind of got to refresh and then go back in. As you can see here, it says syntax error at the parentheses I used because I used the wrong one, right? So now I know where the problem is. It's right here. But if you don't know like what you got to change it out with, just kind of experience a little bit as well. But at least you know where the problem is. So it's like a cheat code to find out where the problem is very quickly. Like it's very boring to kind of read the whole thing. It's way better to just look at the syntax error, right? But yeah, that's pretty much As you can see, it works there. I do have something to confess though. I haven't actually made or been on Minecraft at all almost for the past like 1 or 2 months, and I haven't made anything in Minecraft. Basically, mostly because of school, of course, and I haven't gotten a lot of time. But I've still kind of posted videos, but I haven't really been on Minecraft except posting the videos, of course. So hopefully during the Christmas and like, you know, when I got holidays, I might actually get more back into work and continue working on my projects. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.